This was the point that I continuously made this offseason, even after the Micah trade, right? You could be really excited about the Packers defense, the new pieces. Micah Parsons coming in is awesome. Matthew Golden at receiver.
I remember.
To me, it all came down to Micah Parsons lessened the gap from Green Bay to Detroit and Philadelphia, but it was about Jordan Love taking that leap forward. And it wasn't a leap he hasn't been to before, but getting back to that level he was at the end of the 2023 season. And when you start off the game with, what was their first drive of the game here? A 12-play, 83-yard touchdown drive. Later in the second quarter, 2-play touchdown drive. The deep ball was there. Outside of that one drive where he had the 2 near interceptions and the pick 6 called back, it was just a great game from Love. And he looked healthy. He looked awesome. And I tweeted out at one point, this version of Love could win MVP. This version of Love could win a Super Bowl. And I wasn't joking around when I said it. That, to me, was the takeaway, is like, holy crap, the defense is there and Love plays like this. It's hard to beat this team.
Well, the thing about it is, like, this is the Packers offense that we were promised last year, right? 10 different guys caught the ball, none of them for more than 3 receptions, and that was Jaden Reed. And the way Jordan Love operated, besides a couple small missteps, the ball was going to whichever guy the Lions left open. You could see them getting frustrated in the secondary because you play great coverage on 4 guys. Jordan Love will just throw it to the 5th. Dobbs obviously had that great long catch. Jaden Reed had a nice touchdown. But no individual Packers receiver really dominated this game. I thought it might be a Matthew Golden coming out game. They didn't need him, right? They just distributed the ball efficiently across the field. Like, this is exactly the Packers team that we were supposed to get last year, and a lot of fans were disappointed that they didn't see. This is it.
Yeah, Green Bay seemed to come out, and this is what I want to see, though, out the entire season going forward as well. Like, we were at last week when Miami played Notre Dame. We all had the same thought.
Come on.
Like, Miami came out with their heads on fire. Mm-hmm. They looked awesome in the first half. They won the game.
Controlled the lines.
Yeah, they controlled the lines. They won the game. But they looked like they had a special type of energy. Green Bay, I kind of saw the same thing. It's the home opener.
You can feel it.
It's a division rival. Micah Parsons, Matthew Golden's debut. And they played flat out awesome. But this is something I want to see. Like, we've seen their ceiling and they've seen the potential, but I want to see this, going forward. And if that's possible, this is one of the best teams in the league.
That's a great point too, because we talked about with Andy, we talked with Grossi, right, about consistency for the Packers and how that was a problem last season. They'd have these great moments and then you turn around and you have a stinker. Like, this is an opportunity now. Thursday night, have Washington coming in, another contender in the NFC. We talked about the nightmare scenario for us as Vikings fans, right? Like, I'm still in a little bit of shock. I really thought Detroit would win, and I thought if Green Bay won, it would be a hard-fought game, like 20-17 kind of a game where you have a McManus field goal to win it. I did not see blowout. And now if you have blowout followed up by a Thursday night football win against 2 of the top 5 or 6 teams in the conference, like, oh my God, I don't... It's just gonna have people.
Lambeau was rocking today too.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, we knew this Detroit team. There were some questions, right? People wondered about the coordinators. People wondered about the players. This was not like a coaching gap. This was not a coordinator gap. This was the Packers coming in and out physicaling them, out dominating them on both sides of the ball.
Physical.
Like, Zach Tom was out for a lot of this game. I think it's very easy to forget that. Micah Parsons did more in 20 snaps than Aiden Hutchinson did all game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just that is what happened, right? Besides a sort of late hit on Jordan Love on that interception, Aiden Hutchinson didn't get near him. Other than like the receivers from Green Bay did a great job against the Lions secondary. Again, Brian Branch had that really excellent interception that unfortunately got called back. But again, besides really that one play, like, I don't know what you can bring in Aaron Glenn and like Ben Johnson if you want. If the Packers are just out muscling you on the lines, which is where this team has really struggled against Detroit in the past, what were the Lions supposed to do this game? Green Bay just came in and big brothered them like they have for decades.
No, but we hadn't seen that in a long time though. Like, with all due, right, respectful of Lions fans here, they've owned this division now. They've owned the Vikings, they've owned the Lions or the Packers, and they've owned the Bears.
But that's exactly why this feels like a turning point.
I know it does. It really does.
That's what I was saying. The Green Bay came out and it seems like they wanted to, like, enough of this nonsense. Let's take this division back.
Yeah, and it felt earlier. So what I was saying earlier when I meant that the game game didn't have a blowout feel was Detroit was going on these bit long drives, guys. I mean, I know they punted on the first one, but then 16 plays, 78 yards, 9.5 minutes off the clock, but only a field goal. Then they have a 13 play, 55-yard drive, 7.5 off the clock, interception. And then they come out of the third quarter with another 9-play, 60-yard drive, 5 minutes off the clock, but a field goal. So you have there 3 really long drives eating up clock, and you only walk away with 6 points. And that's where, to me, it felt like, all right, back and forth. I thought Detroit was 1 play away from getting back into it. But from that moment on, the Green Bay defense completely settled in. And Detroit, after that opening field goal in the third quarter, went punt, 5 plays punt, 3 plays punt, turnover on downs before the touchdown drive at the very end. Like, it was domination from that point on by Green Bay. And that's when I'm sitting here watching the game. They're showing the highlights right now when Detroit was backed up inside their 5-yard line. Packers D-line just started kicking their ass. I mean, when's the last time we saw that against the Lions?
I saw Goff. Like, Goff was pressured pretty much every time he dropped back to pass.
It's crazy.
Like, he was uncomfortable. And the scary thing is, too, like, Jordan Love looked awesome. Like, he played a really good game. Like, the best, a game that you, as a Packers fan, wanted to see him play.
Other than that one, like, if
like,
that Brian Branch
should be
right.
interception.
If that Brian Branch play was a pick six, I don't know how this game ends.
Well, he played a great game, but the defense was so good. I think that Jordan Love could also even play better.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't think this Packers offense didn't, I don't think, reach what they could do in this game.
Josh
this was
Jacobs had a bad game. I mean, he had a nice touchdown, but by his standards, this was not a great game from Josh Jacobs.
Nate Hobbs didn't even play.
Look, a lot of guys touched the ball, but like no receivers had over what 40. What was the high
receiver for the Packers was
70 yards from Dodds,
yeah,
right?
68 yards for Romeo Dom, 2 catches.
Like, I still think that Jordan Love and this Packers offense can take it to another step.
Jack, no receiver on Green Bay had more than 3. Reed had 3 catches for 45 yards. Everyone else had 2.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think the offense was close to what they can do either.
But after this wasn't it a weird way for this offseason to end in the season to start for Green Bay, where we had that first preseason game, they looked so sloppy, and then you had all the guys getting injured at the end of training camp. And it's like that Micah, it's like Ziggy putting on the damn jersey for Tom Gross. Yeah, my God. Stop it.
He had it ready.
Oh my God. The moment that Ziggy put on that damn jersey was the moment they traded for Micah Parsons and beat the shit out of the Lions. Like, it has all been blue skies since you've done that. I'm not blaming Ziggy necessarily, but I'm just saying there are coincidences here that seem to be a little worrying.
I mean, all I can say is, to all these lovely fans watching our stream.
Yeah, we set our record, by the way. We're at 2,200 viewers right now.
Really?
We've never had this before, so thank you, everyone.
You 2,200 viewers, just wait till you come to Pittsburgh and get your bell rung by your old quarterback. Just wait for that.
Well, but I think, one of the things we were talking about in our preview show leading up to this game and during our power rankings and so on was like, can you put the Packers in tier 1 NFC contenders? And we said, you guys decided. I said they're right up there in tier 1. Paul, you said they're in tier 2, right at the top. They need to prove that they can move up to tier 1. Do you think they prove that today?
Yeah.
I
need to sit down and think about it a little bit more. But coming into Friday, right? I think I had the Lions at 1, Eagles at 2, or I can't remember what one of those 1, 2, and then Chiefs at 3. We're gonna have to see what happens with Ravens and Buffalo here, but I'd be hard pressed not to put the Packers as number 2 right now. Maybe behind Philly. Like, who looked better? I mean, who has looked better than the Packers so far this week? No one.
I mean, me and Ziggy could have told you the Chiefs stink.
No, I know you guys did. It was just a preseason power ranking.
They're out of the top 10.
But right now, like week 1, has anyone looked better than Green Bay?
Steelers.
The Colts? No, sorry, Zach.
I mean, yeah, the Colts.
Crazy to say.
I'm sorry, Zach. Producer Zach sends
no. Honestly, the Colts.
No. But they beat up on the Dolphins. That's the thing. The Packers beat up on a top 5 team in the league.
Well, and this is the thing: is leaving week 1. I mean, up until this game, I felt like every contender had shown some struggles. I mean, I know it's just week 1. You don't want to overreact, but like the Cowboys almost won in Philly. The Chiefs lost to the Chargers in Brazil. The Buccaneers really struggled against the Falcons. The Bengals should have lost to the Browns. Like so many of these teams that we've been talking about near the top, the Texans and the Rams, neither of them left that game looking all that good. The Packers clearly, they're going to be a trendy pick at the top of power rankings to start next week.
But it's deserved. That's what's scary. It's like it's deserved here. They looked really good.
I mean, hold on. I'm sorry. Can we just take a step back for a second?
Yeah.
Why is Micah Parsons on the Green Bay Packers?
Yeah, no, dude.
It's like I'm watching this game, right? And it's like you see number 1 lining up. It's like, why is Micah Parsons
Ziggy,
here?
I had the same on the drive when Detroit was backed up, and I had this. I think Gary had the sack on the first play. They Romo like circled Rashawn Gary and circled Micah Parsons, and they showed Micah in just this ferocious looking stance, like across from Sewell. I was like, what the am I watching right here? How is this actually happening? And I think they got to him again on the play, of course. But that's one thing. If you're a Packer fan, Van Ness played really well. Edrin Cooper had 12 tackles. He led all players in the game. All the dudes looked great, and that's the effect. It's not all Micah, obviously, but when Micah comes in, it makes the job for everyone so much easier, and especially along that defensive. Like Gary looked great. Wyatt had 3 quarterback hits. Van Ness, they didn't stop talking about the entire afternoon. Like it just everything flows into its natural state when you have that dominant edge rusher, and that's when I'm watching the game going, you gotta be kidding me! Like this is gonna be a problem. I'm just thinking of JJ McCarthy and like is his first division's the Lions, this Green Bay team, and Chicago.
I mean, when was the last time you heard Lambeau that loud? As when Micah Parsons got that sack.
Yeah,
I mean, you have to go back to the Aaron Rodgers days to remember the time fans got that into it.
I don't know. Matthew Golden had a good little ovation when he caught that first pass.
Yeah, but it's like that. I mean, Matthew Golden. I mean, he had a fine day. I mean, he was wearing the Ziggy number 0. Of course, he had an okay day. But
so let's answer a couple of the listener questions.
Pittsburgh's louder than
Green
Green
Bay.
Bay.
Am I like the Parsons to the show? Do I make everybody's job easier being here?
I mean, that's a massive.
Is that? I think that's true.
You know, producer, I would have loved to see you have a play for the show, like Micah Parsons had.
Ready? Watch this. Watch what I can do.
Oh,
Watch what I can do.
There you go.
It's great.
That's an Aiden Hutchinson move. You're just like making an illegal play in order to get attention.
Oh, that's good.
Zach, I guess Zach is the Micah.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's louder
get to
than Green Bay, by
these
the way.
questions here. We're going to start with XX Zeppelin XX. Do you think the Packers were good enough today to beat the Eagles?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Eagle, I view the Lions and Eagles very similar in terms of like they both are teams that want to out physical you. They have quarterbacks. Hurts looked really good.
I mean, the Cowboys should have.
Hurts looked awesome.
Hurts is the best player in the league.
I think that both those teams though
Cowboys
are
should
top
beat the
notch and
Eagles.
complete rosters. Green Bay today showed me that they're just as complete as those guys. Have just as much firepower, and now with Parsons, they have just as many playmakers on defense. I think Green Bay, it would be ignorant to not put Green Bay on the same tier as them after that performance. I mean, it would be insane. They just beat the crap out of Detroit.
I mean, to beat Detroit by really
but 20 points.
21 points, I don't think that Philly's 21 points better than Detroit. So yeah, I would think you could beat Philly with this effort today.
We've got a lot of questions, and you're asking some version of, are the Packers scary now? Are you guys terrified of the Packers? I'll answer this one. Look at the title. I genuinely, this is not a clickbait title for us. We're not just throwing that out there. This Packers team, in my view, felt incredibly scary. Like, looking at them on the field, last year they had some good games where we thought, this is a solid team. They could maybe make a run. This game looked like a Super Bowl contender announcing that they're here to stay.
Yeah, terrified is a good word, and you mentioned it off the top, Jack, that this should be in a perfect world for the Packers. This is like the floor because Micah is going to get better. You're going to get Hobbs back. The receivers should get better as well. This could be a special year in Green Bay.